This individual's got really bad back problems. They're a hermit. Okay, so like I'm envisioning the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hopefully that's not that bad, but spent the majority of my life hunched at a desk doing digital athletics rather than the physical kind. Yeah, I think we can relate to that. The digital Olympics, how fast you can type on a computer. I wouldn't say I'm overweight, just a little squidgy around the middle. I'm suffering a lot. My back, neck, and shoulder muscles constantly tight, achy, burny, stringy, you get the idea. Causing me near daily migraines. Need to do something. Been to the physio, no good. Told me to correct my posture by pushing my shoulders back and sent me back into work. Just done nothing noticeable. I did do a free intro session at the gym and the staff weren't really helpful. Suggested I go on suggested. So here's the thing. Sitting in a certain position with bad posture isn't inherently going to cause pain. Just being in this posture for a little bit of time isn't causing pain. But what happens, a lot of people get in that posture and they stay there. And that's what's happening with this person. So it's not the posture is bad. It's that usually that duration and the time you're in it is what's actually going to be the bad thing. And there are a lot of ways you can go about this, but I think the most important thing, and what you've already actively tried to do, and good for you for doing that, is trying to get some extra movement in and trying to, I wouldn't say getting extra movement in, but what I would definitely do is start moving in as great of a range of motion as you currently can with your joints. And the first thing that comes to mind is basic yoga stretching routines, or just a basic beginner stretching routine. Yoga in particular really helps with flexibility and strength, in particular with a lot of those really tight areas that are affected with posture. So for you, that would be highly beneficial. Since you're not able to maybe go do this all the time, there are a lot of great desk stretching routines, and I even find myself throughout the day, if I'm feeling kind of tight, I'll do a couple chair twists. I'll do one of these where I put my hands behind my back, open up. I'll kind of swing my arms so I can really, that already feels good. I should do that right now. That'll kind of loosen up your shoulders and get your scapula moving properly. But really, you need to anchor all this stretching in with some weight training, because if you aren't actually strengthening the muscles through that big range of motion, the muscles are going to stay weak and tight. And weak and tight muscles are a recipe for disaster and pain. So strength training through a full range of motion where you're feeling a good stretch at the bottom of whatever exercise you're doing is going to probably give this person the best results. And also realizing too, like any physical therapy, it might and likely will feel a tiny bit painful at the beginning. But the key is to do a level of pain for you in your workouts that isn't overwhelming, it's manageable, and then to slowly build into greater ranges of motion. Being able to do those greater ranges of motion without pain is the name of the game. So you might start day one doing some rows or some lat pull downs on a machine, right? Or even some squats, and you can't get to full depth without your knee getting in pain, or you can't come down fully to your chest without there being pain in your shoulders and back. So day one, maybe you just try to practice the movements without any weight. Okay, that's not painful. Let me try a tiny bit of weight, or decrease the range of motion a little bit into an area where you don't have pain. Big things there, but really finding gentle exercise that works for you. Likely it's weight training, likely it's flexibility. All those will work.